Hey everyone, this is a video lesson of The Optimist and the Poet by a band called Felt. This song is usually played on electric guitar, but I made an arrangement for tenor that kind of combines the two major guitar parts. It works out pretty well. It's fun to play along with the recording. But if you wanted to play it live, like, it'd be probably useful to have a second guitar player or a second tenor guitar player to kind of flesh everything out a little bit more. For the sound here, what I'm using, or for the tone, what I'm doing is I like kind of middle pickup, but you could also do it on a back pickup here. And you want a lot of reverb on the amp, but you also kind of want something kind of bright, you know. Something like that. So volume and tone all the way up for sure. So yeah, let's get right to it. There's a lot of parts to this. There's, I think, 14 parts in the first section here. The harmony is pretty simple, but there's a lot of like melody changes and there's a lot of tempo changes as well. That's really cool. Yeah, when I first heard this song, it really struck me how much they were able to play and do an effective job of like keeping your attention by changing the tempo and the melody a little bit, but it's kind of minimalist too. I don't know. It's super fun. So the song starts with just stacked fourths, starting on B here, and then B up to A. And you do that 5 times, and you have this little tag. Part of the song. After that, you have this little melody that has like two different sections, a few different endings. And then you're landing on an A sus chord for the last part. After that, you have a couple of arpeggios. A sus, and then G with like a 9 up here, or an A. Next part is kind of like harmonics, and then a little melody. On the guitar, it's kind of all the open strings as a harmonic, except for the high note. So you can do something kind of similar by just hitting all of the notes here. That's kind of what I do on the 12th fret. Again. At the end of the harmonics, you kind of drop down on the A suspended, and then you go up to a G. You hit A suspended as like just a downstroke because you kind of get into the second part. Start speeding up a little bit in this part of the song too. So you do. And this is sort of like a A7 or A major 7. suspended, so you're doing A, D, and then D here. And that resolves to like a typical A major. The C sharp up here. After that, you're doing G major. I like doing this shape here, so 3-5-5. It's a power chord. And then you slide it up to an A. Down like that. After that, you have another downstroke section because you're going to go to some different harmonies now. This one's on E. And it's twice as long as the first one. That whole thing you do it twice before getting into the next part. So you're just doing a D, single D note, and then you're arpeggiating a D major. So single D, then F sharp, then D, and then A. Then here you're jumping up to the 9th fret here, which is an E, and you're outlining E power chord. It's a G major chord, and you're going G, D, G, B. You do it 4 times. Oh, that's not 3. 4 times. Section of single notes. Here is where you want like 2 guitars. So basically what you're doing is you're outlining certain notes, at least that's how I think of it. So you're kind of going around F sharp. B, then back to F sharp, then A, then F sharp again, then B, then A, then the last one's G. After that G, you go. So it's a D sus there. D, A, and E. And then you're going to repeat one of the earlier sections where it's D to E minor. And then you slow down quite a bit and you have this really nice like D major to F major kind of a thing. So here you're doing D major, and then on the melody you're doing F sharp G, F sharp E. And And this was a little bit different. And yeah, the last note is F and A. So there you go. That's the first half of The Optimist and the Poet by Phelps.